something special here. I've got two bottles. This is Caymus Vineyards Cabernet Sauvignon Napa Valley. This is their 2012 vintage, which is their 40th anniversary. They started back in 1972, and now 2012, 40 years later, this is their latest release. Obviously, new, very fancy packaging, but the other unique thing they're doing is they're offering limited edition 1 liter size bottles. So I brought you the 750 to show you the difference between the liter and the 750. So this is something that is pretty cool. It's basically 1/3 more wine, right? 250 more milliliters. And of course, 2012 is spectacular, spectacular vintage that we've sort of all been waiting for. You know, I was thinking about it. I couldn't recall having a Caymus cab that I didn't like. Every vintage Caymus cab I've ever tried, I've liked. And, you know, even in a tough vintage like 2011, they made a super cab. So, of course, their 2012 is spectacular. You know, they obviously have great location in Napa Valley, but they source a lot of these grapes. But because they've been around for so long, and they've got all these great grower relationships, they're getting prime fruit, you know, before anybody else. So they can pick and choose. They can put together a wine that's superior to what others are able to put together in the same vintage. Of course, in vintage like 2012, there was lots of really good fruit, and so they just honed in on the best. Wow. Really intense nose. Cherry, dark chocolate, there's a little hint of coconut in there. Some black currant. A little bit of, there's some wood smoke in there coming up. Oh, I like that. Yeah, vanilla. Some currants. Getting more chocolate. Very appealing. Let's try it. That is really, really succulent. Wonderful fruit on this wine. Cherries, blueberries, currants. And then, of course, there's all that, those savory notes, more chocolate, spice, sort of smoke. It's very rich, but it's so supple. I mean, I don't know how they do this, but their young wines are just so wonderfully supple on the palate. You know, there's a little bit of a drying sensation from the tannins, but you don't notice it in the wine. You're not like tasting the wine and saying, oh, it's sort of hard on the edge. It just sort of happens afterwards. These wines age, as we know, in spite of a lack of sort of a hard backbone, but there's clearly a core to this wine and really nice structure and, you know, beautiful lingering finish. I'm just going to drink the rest of this while you guys enjoy. Happy drinking.